Let's talk about how to find a true salary range for a job. I know if you Googled it or search in the internet, it would give you some ridiculous range out there. Something like, oh, this job pays anywhere between $50,000 and $120,000. Honestly, how are you supposed to know where you fall in and if you can even ask for that much, or you should be in the lower end of that salary range? No worries, I'll show you how with my proven system. I just recently had a client reach out to me telling me she went from making $65,000 to getting a job offer for $130,000, all because she knew what to ask for, and soon you will too. Hi, my name is Claudia Miller, and I'm a sought-after career coach, and this channel is all about helping you get the job you want while getting anywhere up to $100,000 in salary increases. Let's get started. So how to find a true salary range, like I said, you can do a quick internet search and then it'll give you some ridiculous range. You can look at pay scale as well, and it's not really going to give a true reflection. Instead, here is my strategy on how we find the true salary range. So when you're applying for a job, let's just say a data scientist, you're trying to figure out how much you should ask for. What I recommend is to reach out to either senior data scientist or maybe a manager or director of data scientist. And it's easy, especially if you find someone that went to your same alma mater or college you graduated from, and you want to reach out to them and ask them, I try to look at salaries for a data scientist and the salary range is just so wide. I'm not exactly sure what to ask for. Would you be able to give me a proper salary range that I should be asking for someone within this industry and with my background? Now, the reason why I have you ask someone that's 2-3 levels above the job is because they're more likely to be honest. They're going to tell you what they used to make, maybe when they were a data scientist, or what they offer their employees as a data scientist. So instead of them saying, oh, here's how much I make, which people rarely do, and it's very uncommon, instead they'll say, oh yeah, back in the day, I used to make, this amount, and because it's a tech company, it was a Fortune 500, here's how much we got offered in bonus. Or they might say, you know what, it was such a long time, or back then it wasn't called a data scientist, we were called something else, but I know now as a director of data science, I offer my employees, especially if they're starting out, here's a salary, here's the bonus. And then because we're a public company, we tend to offer stock or RSUs, and here's what the total compensation package looks like. Now, ask enough people, 3 to 5 people, and all of a sudden you start getting a closer range where it's not something between 50 and 180. Instead, now you're getting closer to that number. And then you can say, well, I can negotiate a sign-on bonus. This person said they offer that. Oh, I can ask for a retention bonus. It seems like this is a common practice. Or here's how much I should be asking in RSUs or the equivalent factor, depending on how much the stock is worth, and so on and so forth. Now you have a total overview of what you should be asking and a closer range where it might be anywhere between $20,000 to $30,000. And if you know that the industry is willing to pay that much, always go for the higher end. Why not? And you can even ask, based on what you just told me, it sounds like a data scientist can make anywhere between 120 and 150. What makes you offer a candidate 150,000 versus a candidate that gets offered 120? Now they can tell you, oh, if they have this certification, they have this expertise, or they have this specific skill set, that is the hardest skill set to hire for. So I know that if the candidate has this, I'm more than willing to pay for it. So now in your next interview, you want to highlight those skills so that way you get offered the higher end of the salary range, and you can also ask for it if they were to ask you. So that's how I've had clients get anywhere between $30,000, $50,000, and even $100,000 in salary increases. So if you enjoyed this video, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. And in the next video, I'll share with you video interview tips on how to get camera ready.